Okay, big thanks for Xiao Mai for joining us, and he's going to help to demonstrate some checks that you can do at home just to see whether or not, hey, you know, I need to work a little bit on my hips. So let's ask Xiao Mai first of all to lie on his back. And the first thing we're going to check for is to see whether or not we have any excessive shortness through the front of the spine and onto the hips. So we're going to ask him to draw this knee back, and what we're going to do is watch this other leg. So can he get this knee back without this other leg popping up like this? And his trousers are a little bit tight, so that's a little bit of it in there. And you can see his knee can come back quite far, and he's got very little movement here. So I would give him a good pass mark for that. He could improve a little bit, but realistically, that's very good. Okay, so let's check his hamstrings. Let's ask him to keep his thighs here, so it's pointing up, and then without dropping the thigh, let's see how far he can straighten the leg. Okay, he's a little bit short of the vertical. I would just about give him a pass mark. That's pretty good. If it was here, definitely we would say, that's tight, we need to do something to lengthen those out. But here, that's pretty good. Okay, nice. Okay, so we've checked the hip flexors, we checked the hamstrings, so let's have a look at the inner thigh. Now, let's check the short muscles first. So he's going to drop that out, and without rotating the pelvis, can he get his knee to the floor? There's a little bit of space there. We'll give him a pass mark just, but let's see what happens when the leg goes out straight. Can he maintain that same angle and have the leg on the floor? And the answer is no. So he definitely needs to work a little bit through here to lengthen out those inner thigh muscles. Okay, one more to check. It's the one on the outside. So if we can ask him to lie on his left side here. And we're going to bring this leg in front here for balance. Now, this knee stays bent. A little bit difficult to check for yourselves, but definitely helps if you have a friend. So first off, I want to make sure, whoops, that's rolled back. Whoop, that's rolled forwards. That's in the middle. Okay, now, can he touch the floor with that knee? And the answer is yes, if he cheats and moves his pelvis. So we're going to keep the pelvis there, and oh, that's about as far as he can go. So he needs to work these muscles on the outside of the hip here. So we found two places that are actually a little bit short on him. Okay, let's see how he is for movement. So that's one thing to check things statically, you know, when he's not moving, but let's see how he can, let's see how his hips perform during movement. So I got something over here. Okay, we're going to ask Xiao Mai to hold this, and so at this point with the arms bent, he's 90-90, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, so the arms stay straight. Okay, lift the stick up. Okay, feet hip width apart, and he's pointing the feet straight ahead. When we say pointing feet straight ahead, we're talking about the first and second toe here. So down this line, that's straight ahead, that's inside, that's outside. I want straight ahead. Okay, great. So let's have a look from the front. And we're going to ask Xiao Mai to squat. Okay, so from the front, we want to say, how far can he go? And that's definitely a very good squat. You see the knees? What we're looking for is knees collapsing in, knees excessively going out, feet turning out, feet collapsing in. Okay, he's got a little bit, I mean most people have a little bit, yeah, but look how low he's gone. You might not see that. We'll have a look from the side if you don't mind to come up. Great. So that's pretty good. Let's have a look from the side though. And he's going to do the same movement. And then the things we want to look out from the side are realistically this angle here. Okay? This angle here should be the same as his spine. If it's not, and the spine is excessively leaning forwards, then we know we've got some work to do in there. And yeah, he's struggling a little bit with the arms over the head there, and the head's a little bit forwards, but we would give him a pretty good pass mark there. So, hips, pretty good. Let's have a look at his upper body. Okay, so Xiaomai got a good pass mark on his lower part of the body. Let's check out his upper part. So, nice and muscular. Let's see what's going on. We're going to get him to stand up against the wall. His feet can be a little bit further away from the wall, and if he likes, he can just soften his knees a little bit. That's fine. Okay, so now what I want from him is 3 points of contact. I want the back of the head, I want the mid part of the rib cage here, and I want the sacrum to be against the wall. So head, that's good. Let's see about that's good. He's got his sacrum there, that's nice. Okay, I can just check around here. Yeah, very good. So let's ask him to take the arms out 90 degrees, the same way he was holding the stick. Now, realistically, what should happen is those upper arms should rotate, the shoulder blade should drop down, and he should have no problem maintaining contact with the wall with the whole back of his arm. Well, that's a fail already. If he could do it, we would say to him, okay, let's see how far you can move. So now we would ask him to slide the arms up. Oh, and you can see what's happening here. Instead of the shoulder blades rotating and moving out, his shoulders lifting up, and he's got quite a lot of dysfunction going on in that shoulder area. Ideally, we would want that to come up, and he would stretch all the way up and be able to make contact with the wall and slide back down. Okay, so the second one, that's a fail. We know, great, we found something for him to work on. So the second one is actually not only a test, but the test becomes the exercise, the treatment. So we're going to ask him to take the same position. He's going to thumb a lift, and he's going to move from his shoulder blade here. So we're going to make a Y. The exercise is called Ys. So that would be too close. We want, see, that's parallel, right? We actually want that to finish. There's your center of the Y, and there's the Y there. So no, yes. Okay. He likes to bend his elbows, doesn't he? Okay. So we're going to keep the points of contact here. Mid, sacrum. In actual fact, we say the head, but the head can be about 1 finger away. That's actually okay. And now we're going to ask Xiaomai to keep the arms straight, lift up, and what you're going to see is ribs want to flare out. So we got that exercise lying on our back. That would be a good exercise for that. You're going to see elbows want to bend, and we're trying to cue him. Shoulder blades to back pocket. Feel the shoulder blade as a lever to lift the arm. And he's working very hard. You see, look, those upper traps now are having to stretch. So instead of coming up, those upper traps are having to stretch in order for the arm to lift. And he's almost halfway. Yeah, so his lats. You'll find, especially gym guys, the lats will pull down and actually stop that arm from moving. So the stronger the lats, or the shorter the lats, let's say, the harder he has to work. Let's ask him to do it one more time. Very nice. So he's working very hard to stabilize himself here. Good. And we can help the movement maybe a little bit. Okay, yeah. And already he's starting to learn to move a little bit better. Great. Wonderful. Good job. And relax. Good. Good job. Thanks very much.
Okay. You're killing me.